Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with the finals match for the M15. First M15 I've ever played and first game I played on the V4 client, so please bear with me with this. I'm actually glad we actually made the finals without any super mistakes from the V4 getting used to it. Anyway, this is definitely one of the better hands. This is actually a bomb hand. We have both our land sources. We have a first turn Foundry Street Denizen to a second turn Generator Servant, and very aggressive, so we'll keep it. Alright, so our opponent did choose to go first. See what we're up against. We did get the Fester Gloom matchup out of the way, so that our one Bane matchup, the card that completely screws over our deck is hopefully out of the way. I don't want to see a first turn Swamp. And it's a Plains. And we saw one other guy with Plains here, so that's probably why we weren't seeing a lot of the white cards, because we had at least two opponents that were picking up the white cards. But we do have our Sanctified Charge. We got the Foundry Street Denizen, and we can pass the turn to him. I can Lightning Strike anything off here if it happens to be something. Oh, there's the black. See what comes out here. It's just going to be an Oreska Swiftclaw. And you know what? I think I'm okay with actually racing that. See if he actually blocks it here. At this point, you know, I actually might make this trade. He's not going to be able to attack me with a Oreska Swiftclaw. Well, he might. Because I can actually just block with the Generator Servant. But at this point, I don't care. I'm just going to race him. I want to draw into a land next turn, so I can Bronze Sable and Hammerhand. Yeah, I guarantee he's going to attack in for 3. I'm not worried about it. I do believe I'm the more aggressive deck. And yeah, that's going to get Lightning Striked for sure. Or again, if I draw into a land, I'll be Hammerhand. There we go. So actually, I don't even really care about it too much. So we can go Inferno Fist on the Foundry Street Denizen and Hammerhand. Or we can just Lightning Strike and... No, I think the right play is actually going to be Hammerhand on the Foundry Street Denizen. And apparently you have to minimize these every game. So now it can't block. And I messed up this big time. What I should have done is actually Bronze Sabled. But you know what? I'm actually going to Inferno Fist on him as well. What I should have done is give the Bronze Sable haste. There, cast the Bronze Sable and Hammerhanded it. But I messed up there, but at least I get in there for 6. He's down to a 12. I can Lightning Strike it off next turn and do some more damage. He's probably going to attack Midnight Guard, cast something and untap it. But next turn, again, we can Lightning Strike and sacrifice the Inferno Fist to kill off something. Here he comes in for 5. So I'm down to a 12 as well. And again, I'm sure he casts a creature here to untap his Midnight Guard. Hopefully it's a 2... Okay, sweet. So we can actually kill both of them off. With the... Forge Devil would be the best thing to draw into. But it's a Heat Ray. We could actually Heat Ray for... No, that doesn't actually work. So I think the right play... Yeah, we'll Inferno Fist off the Geist. Lightning Strike off the Midnight Guard. And attacking for 4. He's down to an 8. But he's getting in there with that Swiftclaw. Swiftclaw's done 11, let's see, 3, 6, 9. It's done a lot of damage. And he's got another Swiftclaw. And another Swiftclaw. All right, well, that changes things. I think that we will attack in with both of them. I can heat ray off one to keep my Founder Shoot Denizen alive, but I think I just attack him with both. See if he blocks. Because he's got the kill on board, if not. So he will block the one Restless Swiftclaw. And now I can actually throw out a Bronze Sable. And, geez. I think I will Heat Ray right now. Just to, no. No, we don't want to. No, it's instant speed, so there's no point to it. So we'll react to him because I do want to try to kill him off with the Sanctified Charge. But it's still anyone's game. We're very evenly matched for both aggressive decks. You can see how good aggressive decks do in the format. We're both in the finals here. So he's attacking in. Of course, I'm just going to take this damage now because now I can Heat Ray the other one. But he still has 2 cards in hand. See what comes out here. A Carrion Crow that comes into the battlefield tapped. That's fine. And a Cruel Sadist, which does not come into the battlefield tap. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We're actually staring down lethal. He's out of cards. We'll Heat Ray. Off the Oresco Swiftclaw. And our deck, our Forged Devils will be so awesome. Oh, and look what we draw onto. Mr. Forged Devil. We will go ahead, kill off this Oresco Swiftclaw. Attacking with both our dudes. At this point, I think he has to block with his Cruel Sadist. He does. He goes down to a 4. And he's really got to top deck into something amazing here. Because now he's got to decide whether to keep his Carrion Crow back to block or attack in. And he decides to attack in, so he might have a creature. I go down to a 3. This game is intense. Come on, Cone of Flame off the top. A Cursed Spirit. That's good. We do get the planes. Which I hope he blocks the Forged Devil here. I think this is our best play. Go for the win. So see how smart our opponent is. Yep, he goes the greed route, and this wins the game. Woohoo! Sanctified Charge now wins. Is that the 4th game we've won with Sanctified Charge? So it's just perfect damage. All right, sweet. So good news is we have a great matchup versus him. We have, I mean, Hot Soup actually might be decent. Did I see any enchantments for the Solemn Offering? I still think that Solemn Offering is good because we have a way to actually gain life versus him, which might actually come into effect. So I'll keep the Gargoyle Sentinel in here and the Bronze Sables for that reason. Aggressive Mining is still okay in here. Forged Devil is actually amazing. You know what, though? We can't cut the Forged Devils. That was my play before, was cutting like Forged Devil. So maybe Gargoyle Sentinel, and maybe we don't need the Solemn Offering is the way to go. I think that is, because everything else is incredibly powerful. Maybe Aggressive Mining is bad versus his deck, and Gargoyle Sentinel is better. As if we get this late, we don't want to go this late. We're going to be, again, switching damage the entire time. This does allow us to find that combo, though, so I do think that is more powerful. Again, if we lose this match, maybe we'll bring in these two. But I'm thinking this is the right route against his sort of deck, as I don't want to cut any of these versus him. Maybe Torch Fiends? I guess I can make the argument for Torch Fiends coming out for those two. But again, it's just they're aggressive, so I'll just submit it. It does seem like I'm a little bit faster than he is. Again, I was on the draw, he was on the play, and I out-aggroed him. But we did kind of draw. The stars did align for us that game. We did draw into that mana for us to cast a Sanctified Charge, which is probably the only thing we could have done. I mean, a Cone of Flame would have got us out of it. A Lightning Strike would have got us out of it. And we had a lot of outs there. So any land, any Lightning Strike, any Cone of Flame, any Stoke the Flames. And even a Foundry or a... no, I guess the other Goblin wouldn't have, or the one that does damage to me in a creature, because I would have been down to a 2 and then lost. So anyway, this is a great hand versus him. We have the mana that we need for the Triplicate Spirits. If we draw into it, we have a first and a second turn play. We have a Stoke the Flames that is very, very close to being able to cast. Actually, we can cast it with Convoke. Definitely keep this. This is actually one of the more powerful cards out of M15 after playing with it a lot. This card is pretty insane. All right, so see what comes out. Any shenanigans first turn, like a Cruel Sadist. It does not look like it. So again, we will be the aggressor here. There's our other land source for the Stoke the Flames. We have to hard cast it. So we'll go Founder Street Denizen. Pass it back to him. See if he's got a Swift Claw this turn again. He had a ton of Swift Claws. 3 of them came out. It's going to be a Black Cat. That's actually pretty good against us. There's an aggressive mining. I think that we don't trade here. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to trade. That Black Cat is perfect against us because we don't want to lose a card. So now he's got a blocker. We have the aggressive mining, though, so maybe if this goes late game, we can actually get out of this. Another Black Cat. All right. So I guarantee attacks in here. No. All right. So it's going to be finding the Triplicate Spirit and just winning with the Sanctified Charge, which we're actually setting up quite nicely. So I just need to play the control route. I will play aggressive mining most likely on turn 5. Maybe I'll wait for one more land. And then we can find the Triplicate Spirit, Sanctified Charge route, and win via that. Carrion Crow. I don't know if I really have to worry about it too much. I think I can take 2 damage per turn. Especially in chance it, I can instant speed Soak the Flames it. There's another land. We'll go ahead and chuck out a mountain here. And yeah, those Black Cats. Really good. Yeah, I think I need to worry about something a little more threatening than the Carrion Crow. Sure, he wants my waste not, though, that he has these Black Cats. So again, Triplicate Spirits would be the best thing to draw into. See what other shenanigans comes out. Okay, Swift Claw, which at this point isn't very good. Especially if we can Forge Devil it off. And a Sign of Blood himself. That's actually really good. Keep him ahead in the card advantage area. But we, of course, do have the aggressive mining. We'll generate our Servant here. And again, we'll just pass it to him. If he wants to attack in with the Swift Claw, we'll definitely block it. Nope, he's just going to try to grind me out with the Carrion Crow. Midnight Guard might be something that we have to stoke. Not quite sure. I'd rather just use Stoke the Flame as damage once we find that Triplicate Spirits. This turn, definitely I'm in aggressive mining. Yeah. As we have 7 or 6 lands to deal with, unfortunately we have no way to discard those lands. And no way to actually Divine Verdict or Divine... destroy it, is what I'm trying to say here. But, I mean, we are looking at a pretty big alpha swing here. Since we do have the Sanctified Charge, maybe I should have waited for one more land. Again, I think we just go for the Alpha Strike. Yeah, I'm definitely okay with him just attacking in here with everything. Oh, he's Convoking, gaining 8. Okay, I thought it was his attack phase here. So he's gaining 8 life. That's okay. Again, I'm okay with just like a huge Alpha Swing with the Sanctified Charge. He's got 3 cards left in hand. I'm still at a decent life total. Again, that's fine that he comes in with the Midnight Guard. A Cone of Flame off the top will be really, really good. I'll be able to 3-for-1 him. And that's a mountain. That is not good. I think that we're going to sack some lands here to try to find something. I should have actually tapped it for a mana. That was pretty bad. We can Heat Flame off the Cruel Sadist. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... Oh, no, we don't need a Heat Flame off it. We'll just Forge Devil it off. Again, it's going to be going for this Alpha Strike that's going to get us there. I'm going to Heat Ray probably the Crow off at this point, or an Arrested Swiftclaw. Which, yeah, that'll at least help us mitigate some damage. Now, what is he doing for... Necrobite gains Death Touch until end of turn, regenerate it? Yeah. We'll Heat Ray it. Now again, we'll be at the point where we won't have to worry about the Black Cats. But at that, it's not that point yet. I can still take some life. He's got 1 card left in hand. We have the Generator Servant, can actually generate us some decent mana. Again, with the aggressive mining, we might just go for it next turn, depending on how he swings in. It's that Cone of Flame we need to hit. He's just going to get in there for 2. That means he doesn't have a creature. Lightning Strike's going to be really good. That's an actual way for us to kill the... Now, see, if I could... Aggressive mining, aggressive mining, aggressive mining. No, it's... We're just going to wait 1 more turn to see what we draw into. That's 7 damage we can do to him. I still think killing off maybe his Carrion Crow is the right way to go. I think that the last cards in his hands are probably lands. I don't know why he wouldn't be playing them, though. So I think I do need to, if I'm going to go this combo, I do need to throw in the Divine... Or the way to destroy the enchantment, artifact or enchantment, gain 4 life. So I can actually kill his aggressive mining later on for 4 life. Oh, Fester Gloom. It's a Fester Gloom. Alright, so might as well sack this for 2 mana. Do we want to do anything here? He's going to kill his Midnight Guard. That is pretty lethal. But it kills his own. Arrest his Swiftclaw. And yeah, I think we'll kill off the Carrion Crow. And now maybe we do need to play a little more. He's going to Convoke to make it indestructible. Is that his last card in hand? Okay. So maybe I should have... Yeah, I'll let everything die here. And going to be taking quite a bit of damage here. But again, a Triplicate Spirits gets us back into this. That Fester Gloom, hoping to avoid that. Again, it's another land. That's not what we wanted to hit. Maybe we do need to sacrifice some stuff to try to find. But then I can't cast. Yeah, I better go play something because otherwise I'm dead next turn. I'm going to sacrifice a mountain. There's a Raise the Alarm and a Forged Devil. And at this point, I think we can safely... I'm going to Forge Devil to get rid of a Black Cat here. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play our Sanctified Charge, though. So I think that was our win con. And if, is it not... Oh, it's... Let's see, undo here. I've got an excess mana. What is... Oh, he's... There we go. We have stacked abilities. That's what's up. So at this point, I actually think I need to Convoke off a Midnight Guard. That's fine. Just in case. Now, anything that gets discarded here I don't care about. Which was a land. But we're on a 2-turn clock with the Carrion Crow. And probably, most likely can get outdrawn here with the aggressive mining, not allowing me to play more lands. Crippling Blight. Okay, it kills off that. I'm going to go to a 1. Those Black Cats. And we draw into another land, and that is game. So, anyway, drew into a lot of lands there at the very end. Not much I could have done to get out of that, though. The Triplicate Spirits was way far down. Again, I think we do bring in this Gargoyle Sentinel as well as the Solemn Offering. And maybe no, Forest Devils are still very good, but maybe like Foundry Street Denizens or Torch Fiends are probably the weaker link. Well, yeah, because Bronze Sable's better because it gives me a way to actually... We're going to do 1 and 1 out. Well, these are easier to cast. Yeah, I'll get rid of... Yeah, the Torch Fiends I do think are going to be weaker. So we'll submit this. And yes, we'd like to play first. Decent hand. We have a Forged Devil Foundry Street Denizen. That's perfect. Keep this. So we'll go first turn Foundry Street Denizen. And second turn, hopefully, maybe Forged Devil, depends on what he actually plays here. Hopefully it's a Cruel Sadist. Crippling Blight. Okay, that's fine. We will raise the alarm here. Pass it back to him. See if a Resko Swiftclaw comes out here. Nope, it's our dreaded Black Cat. Here we can just... Killing the Black Cat gets rid of... Yeah, I think we kill the Black Cat here. And hopefully it gets rid of this land. It gets rid of our Sanctified Charge. That's okay because we don't really need it at this point. Yeah, those Black Cats are rough. Really good against my deck. So if we can avoid another one of those. It's going to be a Skirmisher, which I am going to Heat Ray off. Which we'll get in there for 3. He's down to a 15. But at this point, we are pretty far behind. We did see his deck. It does start to get kind of crazy later on. Carrion Crow is a perfect card. I could care less about it. We could Lightning Strike if we wanted to, but we'll wait for bigger threats. He's down to a 12. We got the Lightning Strike in hand. He seems to be getting a little bit flooded. Yeah, at this point I do believe we Lightning Strike it. He has Indestructible. He's got Indestructible. He does not. So we'll get in here for 5. Fester Gloom is incredibly mean at this point. If he has it, he has it. But we're going to go for lethal next turn. 5 mana. What can you do for 5 mana? Gain life here? Yeah, he's going to gain 8 life. And that's pretty good. But again, it takes a card. So it negated a turn. If you got Fester Gloom, whoa, he's tapping some mana really fast. It's going to be an Obnixis. That's pretty good. Another Generator Servant. I don't believe we try to race at this point. Whenever an opponent searches their library, I lose 10 life. Whenever it dies, I put a... Yeah. Yeah, that pretty much hurts really bad. I don't believe we block here. We're going to try to get another land and a Sanctified Charge and try to outrace his Fester Gloom. And if he's got a Fester Gloom, I just cry. There's a Sanctified Charge. We're going to go for a 1-turn lethal swing if we can. So we need another land. He's going to get with Obnixis. So it means he's got something else in his hand. Selfless Cathar. There's our other land. So we attack him with everything. He's got 1 card in hand. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he could have that Fester Gloom. He can block 2 of them. He can block the 2. So 3, 6, 9, 12. I can only do 12 damage. I think I do attack him with everything, though. Depending on how he blocks here. And he blocks there and there. It's going to be pointless to give him first strike. I think I just take it. And his Obnixis gets huge. Down to an 11. He has 1 card in hand. We have a way to actually deal with his Fester Gloom, too. So it depends on what he draws here. Getting them for 8. And I'm down to a 7. And he's got the rest of Swiftclaw. That might actually do it. It's going to be Helo's Pilgrim. We're, of course, not going to use that. Attacking him with these guys. And no matter how I block here, I'm going to die the following turn because this only is 3, 6, 9 with a Sanctified Charge. So I guess that was a pretty poor attack in. As the Obnixis is going to do it, right? This isn't going to give enough. He goes to a 2, and I proceed to die. So I take second, though. Obnixis gets me, and it was close. And again, maybe I shouldn't have Alpha Striked last turn. I would have taken less damage. Helo's Pilgrim wouldn't have done much, though, and he would have had another Reska Swiftclaw. And there's Fester Gloom. Alrighty. So, not too bad. Again, pretty happy with the results. It's hard to beat a Fester Gloom. And then, again, yeah, we were close. Got him down to 2 with him gaining that 8 life. So he had a nice little draw there against us at the end. Anyway, this has been Ken with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.